Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. Hello, hello. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful, crafty, long weekend. Here in the U.S., it's Memorial Weekend, and today is recognized by the government as a holiday. So a lot of people are having a paid holiday off right now from Memorial Day. Let's see. Oh, look, there's Mr. Jim. He says he was napping. Yay. I hope you're feeling better. I hope what they did for your hip is working for you. There's Maureen Pryor. Hello, hello. Craft by Jay. Hello, sir. How are you doing? T, Not Afraid of Color, is in the house. Thank you for popping in. Looky, looky. And there's Ms. Pam at PJB Stampa. Cordelia, hello, lovely lady. How are you? Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Hello, hello. Thank you all for popping in. It is Patterned Paper Monday, and I thought we would do pattern paper through an embossing folder today, and then try some different techniques on it. And I don't think I've used this one. I don't know if I've used this embossing folder yet, so I really want to get it out and run it through the machine with some pattern paper, and then we're going to scrub over it with different techniques. So we're going to do a couple of them just to see what we can get done in our allotted time, which, you know me, I might suck up more of your time because I like you guys. I like you guys hanging around with me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of card panels. Okay, we're going to get some card panels so that we can get this done. And then we need some chop chop. We got to cut it up. We're going to cut this pattern paper up. But first, we're going to hope that we can find some little scrappy-doos, because that's what I would like to do, is use up some scraps. Ooh, look at that nice little scrap. And there's a nice scrap. So yeah, look it. I've got some superhero pop and pow. Jay just posted his picture of Thor and Loki cards that he made. But I'm not going that theme today. We're not going that theme. I'm trying to find some scrawny, or nope, you don't have it. You guys, I have a bin full of patterns and whatnots. Ooh, there's a nice one. Look at that. That's a, I don't even know why that chunk's in there. Here's another chunk of that. Some of these chunks, okay, so some of these chunks, like, why do I even have them? Like those are garbage. We're just gonna throw those out right now while you guys are here hanging out with me. And we're just gonna find some pattern papers. Oh, there's a nice little chunk. I don't, oh, see, like this. I don't even know. I don't even know, you guys. Well, ooh, there's a couple. We'll pull those out. They don't have to look anything spectacular by any means. We're just gonna pull out some papers. Ooh, look at that one. That's a nice one. That one would be too. Let's pull that out. Oops. I just pulled open, no, I don't know what I did. Let's get this closed. Close that. I lost you guys. Where'd you go? Okay, I accidentally clicked on somebody else's live. I need to watch my own live. I need to watch Dawn the Crafty Visage. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I don't know. Do we need some solid color with our pattern paper? Well, there's some hearts. Some solids. I mean, I have some yellow solids. Let's throw some yellow solids in there. I don't know. I don't like that orange. Let's not throw that one in there. No. This one, though, that might be nice. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, there's a piece. You just go through all those chunks you've been saving up for who only knows. Ooh, look at that. Throw some shiny bits in there. Ooh, that's a nice one. Just pull them out. Ooh, how cute. Look at those. I like those ones. Pull out your little scraps. If you keep them in a folder, if you keep them in a drawer, just pull out your drawer. Get things rolling. Ooh, look at that. I like that. And they just need to be in the same color family, or you could do a rainbow, you know, get a nice piece of orange, yellow, red, blue, green, all the rainbow colors. I think that is it on my little stuff. So we're just gonna set this drawer aside. Okay, they don't have to look good together. Okay, we're just gonna build some card bases. A lot of garbage junk journal stuff. I had stuff to weigh in drawers. Oh, she threw away. Oh, she chucked it out, you guys. That's fine. You know, this is really nice. I wonder if we can get this. Oh, look at that. We could probably get this to be our card, like a background for our card base. So I think I'm going to wait for that. But what we need to do, I think I'm going to start with this little guy right here. I'm just going to cut a chunk. You see that? I just cut a chunk. And then we're just going to glue it down. Okay? Just cut and glue, you guys. And then we're going to go around that way. Okay? And you do want to make sure you get your corners and everything. So I'm going to put that right about there. And since we're doing two, I'm going to go ahead and cut the next one. And I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter if it's exactly the same or just different. We're going to get those corners. Because remember, we're going to send this through the embossing folder. So we've got one card base, and then we're going to put that one right in the middle there. Okay, and look, we've got a chunk if we want to do a third one. Let's cut a strip of this. And a strip of that. So we've got two stripes. Okay. We're going to put this one like this on this one. Okay, and then on this one, I'm going to put it across the bottom. So I probably don't need all the glue. We're going to make basically some Franken paper. If you don't know what Franken paper is, you got to head over to Biddy Penny's channel. She makes some of the best Franken paper. And all it is a piece of paper you make using pieces. Okay. So we're using pieces of paper to create a full sheet of paper, aka some Franken paper. Okay, and we could save this little bit for another little snippet. I do like this one. Let's go ahead and chop this guy up. Let's straighten it out though, because that's crooked. We don't need crooked pieces. I'm going to do a sliver of this one because I feel like this sliver would fit right up here, and look, it does. We don't even need to measure. We're just eyeballing, you guys, because I have nothing better to do, right? Just get out your scraps, start gluing them together. You could definitely cut all of your scraps, right? Cut all your scraps and then start pasting things together, or you can be like me and just be like, put them in there however you want. This one, I think I'm gonna go like this, cut a little bit bigger. And I'm just not going to overlap anything, which also you guys could leave a little space, like grout, right? You could do this on colored cardstock and leave a little grout line. whatever makes you happy. Debbie J, hello, hello. And then, you know what? I'm going to put this one on here. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this one, only because I can. Nobody told me I couldn't, so I'm going to add a little bit more of that one. And then I'm going to save those little pieces there. This one's nice. I kind of want to put a flower on each of these. So I'm going to cut this so that I get a good, like that yellow flower there. And then this one, we're going to get this flower here. Okay, so there's that one, and then this one, I'm gonna cut like so. Yep, I actually like that like that. Okay, so then we're just gonna plop that guy there. We're gonna plop that guy there. Pam is sending out paper to her crafty friends. T must have got some that she liked. I haven't watched yet because she used it, it looks like. Instagram. Janine! Going to work in KCC for July as well. Nice. Kindred's Card Challenge, I'm assuming is what KCC is. Kindred's Card Challenge, you guys, you should check that out. If you're crafty and you like making cards and want, if you get, especially if you get stuck, you go do some of those challenges and stuff. And, yeah, the challenges will help pull your train of thought. I want that heart. I should also pull out my little trimmer instead of my big guy for these little trims. We'll do that. We'll do the little guy for our little trims. I don't really need to cut off my fingers today. Just saying. Get a little trimmer. Mine was a gift. Ah, I love my little trimmer. Okay, so we're going to put this little heart here. How are you doing, Janine? Put that one right there. Get some of this stripedy paper. Oh, look at that little rose paper. I'm going to put that one next. I don't even know why it's in the yellow, but it's going to wind up right here. We're going to take a couple of rows of that. A couple of rows of that. And my cuts, you guys, they're probably not even straight, you know. But we just do whatever. Because we can. We can do whatever. I'm going to put that one right here. Oh yeah, look at how cute that is. Put this one. I think this will fit right there. Oh, look at that. It's like it was made to go right there, you guys. Look at that. So again, we just have 2 card panels out. We're chopping our little pieces and just sticking them on. Just stick it on any way we want. And then any other little pieces that are being left behind, we're just going to stack them up because we can throw them on another card, right? So all these extra little bits, we're just going to keep right there in a pile. we're gonna have a lot of fun with these little bits. We're gonna do that one and that one. Okay. Then this one, I think I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna do this one in 2 spots. So we're going to snub it there. So I just used my finger to put a little line in there, just to kind of help me kind of cut it straight. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna hopefully get these made up, send them through the embossing folder, and see how it looks. Because, yeah, that's what I'm feeling like today. I think we're gonna put that there. Okay, so we're gonna line that in there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use my fingernail, or what are those things called? Burnishing tool. Okay, just a little burnish. I mean, you can even use a little pencil just to see. That one works for me. Look at that. Get that in there just like that. Now, in real Franken paper, you can let the pieces overlap by but since I'm going to be shoving this through an embossing folder, I don't want it too thick. So I'm using cardstock that's not too thick, and I'm gluing it to cardstock that's not too thick, because at the end of the day, it's going to be kind of thick. And yeah. So we just want to avoid it from being too thick so it doesn't get stuck or bend our embossing folders, if that makes sense, okay? And then we don't worry too much about the hang-offs, because we'll cut those off later when we go to trim our card down. You know what? That's going to fit right there. And we just, and these are one of those free-for-alls. Just glue it and stick it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, then you can use it and die cut it. See, I'm not really digging this with that, but that's okay. We have this paper, and I like this paper. This paper will go with that. We're going to those little, they almost look silvery. I don't even know. Some of this paper is so old, you guys. You don't even know. It's old. It's old. It's from the 1900s, Dawn. The 1900s. Oh, look at that. It was like it was made to go right up there. It's probably going to hang off, but that's okay. We're just going to fill in this little spot like that. I am using Barely Arts glue. I gotta trim that because that's not straight. Wait, no, let's stick that end in because that's ended straight. I'm using Barely Arts glue. It's my fave. I just put it in one of these. I found that these don't clog up as easily, and I can leave the cap off for a little bit longer. Okay, PW's in the house. Hello, hello. Looking at me. I'm ignoring people. There's a PW. There's another Pam in here. Wait, who's? Function of Light 1. Is that the other Pam? Nope, there's a Pam White. Hello, Pam White. And then hello, Function of Light 1. Thank you both for joining me today. Appreciate it. Linda G. Hello, hello. Flow, Function of Light. Oh, look at that. You guys are so smart. Flow. Just checking out, making sure I didn't miss anything. It just thundered. Ooh, I love thunder. I find it really funny when it scares me, though. I do love a good thunderstorm. Look at that. That was such a nice piece. And then I've got this little piece. We're going to put that one. You know what? We're going to put that one here. We're going to tuck that one in right there. Again, that side is not cut straight. Let's try this side. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. Thank you. The pretty patterns. They're old. They're just in my yellow. So I sort my papers by color. So I have a bin for yellows, oranges. Well, yellow orange goes into one bin because I don't have like a ton of each. But like green, I can't buy any paper that has green on it because I literally do not have room for anything more. I just don't. I cannot have another sheet of green paper. Or blue. For some reason, I do have a lot of blue paper too. A lot of blues and greens, and then I've got red papers. I've got a bunch of drawers. You guys, you all could come here and go shopping for some paper. I'm just saying, you can come get some papers. I've got enough paper for everybody's. Yes, the weather is so weird. For all of those in tornado paths, the paths of tornadoes, they've been hitting like Texas and other areas. I know T, she's in Texas, but I don't know if she's in tornado path Texas. So definitely shout out to anybody that's having to suffer with all that, and floods. Oh my goodness, floods and tornadoes are just not doing really good, right? But where we are in Ohio, because we've had a lot of tornadoes in Ohio, fortunately we haven't had any, where did I just mark that? There you are. We haven't had any in my town. There. I'll get it set out. I lost my mark. There you are. T's in Alabama. Alabama. Sorry. Why did I think she was in Texas? Biddy Penny's in Texas. Okay. You guys are helping me out because, you know, I just don't know. So, yeah. But there's been a lot of flooding, a lot of tornadoes and stuff. So just shout outs and hugs to all of those that have family and stuff that are having to deal with that, because that's scary. That is really scary. See, thanks, Jay. Jay's helping me out. He's got my back. He says Alabama and Texas are somewhat close, both south of Ohio. Heck yeah. That's too funny. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this little chunk up here. I'm gonna bring that chunk right there. Cordelia had severe weather. Yeah. I mean, I get those. We get those. Hubby's had tornado warnings by his work. His work is an hour away. And we've had tornado warnings. We just never had one set. Both considered the South. T says ours came late last night. Slept through it all. That's good that you were able to sleep through it and it didn't like do more damage. Okay, this one's almost done. I'm slacking on this one though. We're being slackish. Okay, so I'm just, like I said, using my finger. I'm going to burnish a little bit harder this time so I can actually see, mon ami. Chippity choppity. There's that one. And then we're going to cut. Did I get it? Yep. I like this little trimmer for all these little teeny weeny pieces. It's so cute. I need that piece. Come here, you. A watch means you have all ingredients to bake a cake. Warning means eating cake is imminent. Right? Okay. I think I'm going to pull this one back in right down here. Just a little chunky do. And then we're going to wrap it around. Look at all these little pieces. And then we're going to bring this one back in here. We're going to go up to there though. That works for me. Our very own Franken paper. Again, Miss Bitty Penny makes beautiful Franken paper. That's where I learned about Franken paper. Was from Miss Bitty Penny. Ooh, this piece is nice. We haven't used anything like that. Let's get... Okay, I marked the wrong side because I'm a genius. Let's straighten it out. Straighten it out, and then we're gonna go right there. I don't even know. See if I eyeballed that good enough. Oh yeah. It's gonna hang over just a teeny weeny bit, but that's okay. Crystal's Creations Wyckoff, thanks for popping in. How are you doing? Put that one there. Very nice, very nice. And then I think we're gonna put the last of it right there. We're gonna close this end up. Need a cat themed cuckoo clock. That would be super cute where the cat comes out and bops the bird. I'm just saying, that would be fun. Okay. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. this one, and this one, and this one's looking good. Oops, a little bit more glue. Don't need it plopping off. There we go. So I just need a couple of chunks on that one. I need a little bit more on this one, but that's okay. We're gonna go with, you know what? We're gonna, see, I don't like that with that. And that's what you do. You like hold it up and you're like, oh, nope, not that one. back pedal on that one. Let's do a little bit more yellow, because we don't have enough. So we're gonna put a strip of yellow right through here. Okay. We're gonna have this guy coming right in here. Like that for that, and then we'll bring in this piece. Oh, look at that! That little sliver of a piece fits right in there. I love it when things just seem like they should go together, and then you're like, yep, I did this right. I did it right, because it all fits. Sandy Visker, hello, hello. Look at that. Okay, so then we just need a piece there and a piece there. Let's go. You know, let's pull out this orange a bit. I need a bigger chop for it though. We're gonna take that. Oh yeah, I think that'll be just the punch we need. We're gonna set this on here. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then we're gonna put that last piece. We just need a little bit in there. So I'm just gonna cut a little chunk off of this, maybe, and cut that off. And then I'm gonna kind of mark it. Hopefully we can get this cut in half-ish. See if that worked. I was in North Bay area when Mount St. Helens erupted, and it was ash in the air all the way. Yeah. I don't know where I was, but I had a friend who lived in Longview at the time, and she had photos walking around in the ashed streets with the masks on. Yeah, how it blew, I think they blew ash like all over. And there's places in Mount St. Helens where you can go and buy ashware, things that were made from the ash, made from Mount St. Helens ash. Kind of interestingly interesting and creepy all at the same time. Just saying. But yeah, I have a couple ash pieces that my hubby's mom got him. I say mine, but no, they're the hubby's. We have them here at the house, though. Thank you, Crystal. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this here. And then I just need one last little bit. We're gonna put that right next to that one. Oh, I cut that too short. Oh, I don't like it too short. Okay, let's cut another one. Don't mind me, we're gonna cut another one. And then we're not gonna cut it too short this time. So let's not do that twice. Don't know how I cut it that too much short. Okay. And then it's too long. Like, I couldn't, okay. I don't like it. We can't have it hanging over the edge. Okay, that's better. It's a little crooked, but I would rather have it crooked than, you know, the other way. You know what? We have enough of this. No, we don't. Ah, it's not quite enough. Who do we have? We have this piece. Well, that'll work. Look at that. Wait, what about this piece? Oh, do you guys look it? It'll overlap just a teeny bit. I'm not even going to trim that part. We're going to trim this upper part, though. We're just going to snake off this little snakeity snake piece. Oh my goodness, you guys, anybody out there watch, like, grow up with Beverly Hills Cop? There's a 4th one coming, and I'm excited. It looks really good. And then Bad Boys has got another one. Bad Boys and Beverly Hills Cop, you guys. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I liked those movies. We're just gonna graciously plop again with the, oh no, just had it wrong. Ah, yes. And we're not gonna worry if we have just a sliver of white showing, because we still I will not say what just about happened, because after we run these through the embossing folder, we still need to trim them down. So we had all of our little pieces. Look what we made. It's like a little quilt, you guys. There are dies and stuff out there that will help you make quilt patterns and stuff, so you can just send your papers through the dies. But yeah, I don't do this very often. But if you have your scraps, your scrappity scraps, by all means, I'm gonna cut this off only because it's gonna bug me. But it's not like I need to cut it off. But yeah, it's just gonna bug me. Okay. Okay. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Happy. Okay. What? Hedgehogs? Who's got hedgehogs? Look at those cute hedgehogs. I didn't see hedgehogs. Oh, Coming to America films? Yeah, those were fun too. Okay. We're gonna grab our doodad. We're going to grab our ALTENEW. Our ALTENEW Rose Bellevue 3D. Rose Bellevue 3D. It's a 6x6 folder, so if you like to make really big cards, this is going to be great. And because it is 6x6, you can even do slim lines, like cut it into a slim lines. Oh, yeah, my little, oh, you guys, I'm such a dork. I'm like, hedgehogs where? Yeah, that's my washi. I used it to mark where I need, because I was doing multiple cuts at the same spot, so I put it there so I would know. But yeah, that's lawn fawn hedgehogs. I almost forgot about them. Hilarious. I'm such a dork. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay. We're gonna open our folder. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're just going to emboss it. Straight up embossing, okay guys? So we want to make sure that the mountains are on the bottom, because the mountains are going to shove the paper up. Okay, so our mountain is going to shove the paper up, and then our valleys, okay, this is the valley, is going to let that paper be shoved into it. Okay, so we want to make sure our pattern is set so that it gets pushed into the valleys. Okay, So that's how I'm gonna do this one. And then I need to find, I don't know if I've used the ALTENEW. Ooh, it does fit in the cuddle bug, so that's a plus. Let's try the C plate, because I'm not quite sure if it's, no, that's too loose. That's too loose. Let's throw in the metal shim, because I don't know if it's like super loose or just a little loose. Loosey goosey. Oh, that feels much stronger. So let's check out our pattern. We may need to send it through again. Ooh, you guys, look at that. Do you see that? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. So it did emboss very nicely. There's the back of it. Okay, so there's the front of it. And it embossed beautifully. Okay, so we're gonna do a technique on this to accentuate the colors, but first we're gonna do our second piece. Since we have everything out, okay, we're gonna do our second piece, if we can find it. Guys, what'd I do with it? I buried it. Okay, so again, for the ALTENEW, we're making sure their name is on top. Our pattern paper goes inside, and that's gonna go clampity clamp down. Now, what I wanna do is ink this up. I wanna ink it up and do that technique. So if you're doing a lot of these, you can plain Jane emboss them, and it's gonna be like a quilt. It's gonna be like you did a little quilting on there, okay? Or you can spruce it up by adding ink, and we're gonna pick a color that's in here, and we're gonna accentuate that color. And I'm thinking we're going to accentuate the orange. And we're gonna pull out traffic cone. Do I want traffic cone or roar? No, we're gonna do roar. We're gonna do roar and accentuate that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our embossing or our ink pad, okay, and we're gonna rub it all around this, okay. We're just gonna rub it around, tap and rub, whatever's. Okay, get some ink on there. Just let it get inky. Let it soak it up. Look at, isn't that just gorgeous? Yeah, Guppy's a good color too. It's more subtle, but I want it kind of bold. Okay, you can go subtle, you can go bold, and I'm feeling a little bold. Now we're gonna take our water and we're gonna mist our folder. I'm gonna mist it again because I want it to bead up. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We don't want to move this around. So you want to make sure you get your paper where you want it. You're going to close it up, and then you're going to hold it closed. Okay? You don't want to mess it around with it. So you're going to hold it closed. You're going to put your sandwich together. Try not to get anything to move. Okay, and then you're going to run it through. Make sure everything's straight and narrowed. And then we're rolling it through to the other side. And then I'm going to do a back one just because I really want it to really emboss in there. Okay. So the first one we ran through plain Jane. Okay, got that nice quilty effect going on. The second one, we got some ink in there. Oh, you guys, isn't that just, look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. Okay, so there it is. The same papers, all the same stuff, right? The same embossing, but this time we we put the ink on there, and then we gave it a good spray. Now, giving it a good spray is going to give it some bubbly, some texture, some funness, and then it seeped into the crevices a little bit more. So it's really accentuating those embossed areas, okay? God, that's gorgeous. Sometimes I'm just so happy with myself. But yeah. And so if you're gonna do this technique, don't bother washing it, okay? Don't bother washing it. Just keep rolling your papers through, ink it up, roll it through, ink it up, roll it through, okay? And then clean up when you're done. But I'm not doing it again, this technique, so we're gonna close this up. We're gonna set that aside. But we still want to accentuate this, okay? So we could do it this way, where we ink right through the embossing folder and send everything through at once. Or you can do the rubby method. I recommend felt for this because the sponges are unpredictable. Kim in Alaska, hello, hello. So we're gonna move our Bubba cup to our lips. Ah, gosh, I love my soda. Cherry Coke. Whew. I'm going. Okay, so Blue Night Rubber Stamps made a wooden block with magnets, and you can buy a little kit. And then I went on Amazon and just bought these 3M magnet plates for the rest of mine. So all of mine have this, right? Either have a handle or a loose grip on your thing. Because you want to be able to just drag the ink across, okay? And allow the paper and the textures in the paper to grab the ink. We're not shoving, we're not doing anything, and we're going to make several passes until we get the desired effect that we want. So I'm going to gingerly hold this, and then I'm just going to rub, okay? And just let it hit where it needs to hit. If it's not hitting areas that you want, just keep going over it. Eventually it will, or it won't. And just be okay with that. Okay. I mean, two very different, right? Maybe you like this, but it needs a little pop. You can definitely go over it again. So there's that. This is super dry method. Again, with a felt. I don't know how it would do with a spongy one, because they do she's rubbing and shoving today. But yes, just be careful with your sponges. I know not everybody has a felt pad. The spongy ones, just be careful. Just be careful. Now, I like this because it definitely highlights that. But doing this, you know, we got a lot more shading in there. So we can do another step. Let's get this rolled that way, okay? So we can just drag that over and pick up some, again, just pick up some areas for it to highlight. And within seconds, okay, we've changed the outcome of how this is gonna look. Oh, look at that. They almost look like little burnt ends. Okay, so now you can see, because we added the ink and got this whole paper wet through the embossing folder versus just hitting the highlights, you're going to keep the quality of the paper that you used original, whereas this one you've added that, added that bit of orange to the whole paper, okay? So you kind of toned it back that way. and then we wanted some highlight, so we went over it again with this, but it's super quick, super quick. Oh, there you go. There you go. T brought up a good one. I would brayer with a sponge. So yeah, so if you have the sponges, grab yourself your little brayer, you know, and then you can brayer those inks over. That's a really great idea. You can even do that with some paint and stuff. But yeah, so our mostly yellow has now turned to an orangey color. So pretty. Let's go ahead and make these into a couple of cards. So I'm gonna cut that little piece off, right? It was our little thing. So we're gonna cut this a little off the top and a little off the bottom, so that we can have our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know why I can't say that half the time. Let's try this. Okay. Get all inky. I'm gonna cut the top off. And then this side. 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then we're gonna grab some foam tape, because why not? Is this a card base? Yes. So we can choose, oh, look at that. A black card base. Isn't that pretty? Or we could choose a white card base. I'm digging the black though. Digging the black. I just need one more black card base. Do I have? Yes, I do. Okay, so we'll pop one up. Pop one up. Ooh, you know what? We could hit this with some shimmery stuff. Before we glue these down, let's throw some shimmery stuff on them. And then we'll glue this one down flat and we'll pop this one up. But let's put this on there. Oh, you guys, I was at the Dollar Tree and they have glass beakers. Little glass beakers. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? I need to add some water to this one though. There was a 2-pack, 2 for $1.25. Look at that. I put alcohol in one. And then you can drop your little water in there. So excited. And I'm gonna do a black and just get some water in those. So excited. I got my own little water beaker and an alcohol beaker. Craft card bases? Yeah, I don't have crafts. Well, I do. Don't let me lie to you, you guys. I always forget about the craft. So that's what it looks like on craft. I'm not digging. There's not enough contrast for me. Not like the black. I definitely like the black better. But what do you guys think? Do you like the craft? Or do you like the black? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. While we do some splattering. Woohoo! That was nice. Oh yeah. Splatters. I'm glad we put some splatters on it. Splattery splatters. Blue would be pretty. Did anyone else realize you should have dissolved water in? Oh, I just use tap water. I think it looks yellow because it's growing algae. I don't know, you guys. There's something in there. But yeah. Let me go check on the blue. I do have a drawer full of blue paper, so let's see what blue would look like. That would be like Jay's color palette the other day, doing his little blues and oranges. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it could be growing algae in there because it's just tap water. Who knows? Okay, hold your horses. Chat amongst yourselves. We're going for some blue paper. Since it's all scrappity scraps, let's see if we can find some 8.5 by 11 blues in here. That might make a card base. Ooh, that does look nice. That's more of a purpley blue though. There is a bright blue. There's a dark blue. There's like a tealish blue. Ooh, here's a blue blue. Woohoo, that looks nice. Look at that. Now this piece is not big enough for a card front. However, we'll cut it to card front size and then just cover the whole piece of white. But look at that. Isn't that a little bit gorgeous? I like that. I like that for that one. And I like that for that one. So we're going to do these blues. That's what we're going to do. So thank you, T, for suggesting blue. We've got blue. Blue is in the house. Blue is in the house. Now this piece of paper is definitely long enough to be a card base, but it's too flimsy. It's too flimsy for me. So we're just gonna glue it to our card fronts, which is okay because this card, I don't know what happened. I got like ink everywhere, you guys. It's got it everywhere. So we're gonna cut this into a card panel size. So we're gonna do 5.5, okay, and then 4 1/4, ah, 5.5 by 4 1/4, and we're gonna cover up that boo-boo just like so. So that's going to cover the whole front of our card, just like so. Okay, and then this one is going to go on here like so, and look at all those sparkles on there now. Oh, I like that. We're going to use double stick tape because this does have hills and valleys. And we're just going to let the tape sit on top. And that is how we're going to do that. this tape hung off a little. We're just going to roll that back up in there. We're going to decide how we want it looking. I definitely like it like this. And then we're just going to slap this on here as best we can. Actually don't like it like that. Let's try this again. I don't like it like that either. What am I doing? I don't even know, you guys. Let's get on here. Okay. So there's that with a nice light blue. This is the lighter one where it's not so orangey, so we went with a lighter blue. I think that just helps it brighten up a little bit more. And then we have our gold and black splatters. And then this one, we're gonna cut it to a 5.5, and then get our 4 1/4 out. Okay. And again, even though this is a smaller piece, we could trim this down, right? There's no reason we couldn't just trim this even smaller and then still use this little piece of paper. Okay, so hang on to those. Even though they're small, you can still use them. And look at this. 1 hour to make 2 Franken papers. Granted, they were small Franken papers. And you guys sat here with me while I went through the paper. So that was the thing. We pulled out the paper drawer. You went with me as I picked some colors. Okay. And then I'm going to flip these out. I don't always do good with foam tape. So we're gonna flip those out. Okay, and then we're gonna, where it's not sticky, we're gonna use that to adjust our area. I think that's good. Okay, and then there's that. So here's the difference between popping it up that layer and not. Okay, so it just looks a little bit, you know, more. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So there they are, the light blue versus the dark. And again, we made our Franken paper. We kept it thin. We didn't use like heavy cardstock. My base we glued to was a 65-pound paper, and then we used some cardstock that's kind of, it's got some weight to it, but it's not too heavy because we needed to run it through the embossing folder. We ran it through the embossing folder. In this one, we just took our ink pad and scrubbed it across the top. Okay. This one, we scrubbed the embossing folder, hosed down the embossing folder a bit. That's how we got these luscious little colors, like that right there. That's really pretty. Come on, focus. There we go. Those little spots of color. Okay. We hosed down the embossing folder with a couple of spritz of water, closed it, ran it through the machine, and then went back through and hit it again to darken it up even more. And you can see the process. If you were getting here late, you can go back and catch the replay. We followed along and glued everything down and stuff. And yeah, if you guys have made something using your scraps, or heck, maybe you were crafting along because you were doing another project, feel free to post your projects, finished or not. All crafty things are accepted in our Chat with Sassy's crafty friends. So if you do knitting, crocheting, needlepoint, painting, whatever, I like to see it, so feel free to share. And yeah, look at us making 2 cards in an hour. Whoop whoop. But once you get all your pieces, you guys, if you're a mask maker, get all the pieces and then just start gluing them down. Start gluing them down and run them through your embossing folders, and then ink them up and have a lot of fun. But if you guys are doing embossing, if you like the embossing folder, it is the ALTENEW Rose Bellevue 3D. It's a 6x6. So if you're doing 12x12 Franken paper, you can cut it into fourths and you can run this through 4 times. Just saying. Just saying. T says, I've made 8.5x11 Franken papers out of scraps in color groups. Heck yeah! Ooh, lunar paste. Free lunar paste on scrapbook.com. Haha. J and I and T, pretty much all your crafty friends, should have a link to their affiliates. I have a link, and as mentioned, so do they, to scrapbook.com. So help your crafty friends out that are doing YouTube videos. All you got to do is click the link. It takes you right to the place, and that's it. You go shopping, and the affiliate, me, T, Tracy, or T is Tracy, J, all your crafty friends would get a little commission. But thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Bye, Miss Pam White. Thank you for hanging out with us and all of our crafty friends. Hope to see you next time. Yes, put the family to work, Janine. Crack the whip. But I will be back Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. For, I don't know, we'll make something inspired by things we got at Simon Says Create. And wait, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to you guys on Wednesday. I have good news. I have good news. Anyways, I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye.